Welcome to ChatKTX.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Welcome to ChatKTX. I'm Brooke, your host. I'm also here with my lovely co-host.
I'm here, Natalie Thomas from Katy Moms Network.
Man, do we have a special guest? As always. I mean, we say that all the time, right?
But this one's very special. I'm really excited.
Right. So do you know those big, tall buildings?
Those things.
Those things, they're called like a rice dryer.
Yep.
I don't really know how they work, but we have owner Andrew Norchaya today, who owns some of that, man.
Welcome.
Good
Thank
morning.
you. Excited to be here.
We're excited
Really?
to have you.
Kind of. Kind of worried, but yes.
No,
No, don't
don't
be
even.
worried, man. We're just going to talk.
Just like hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Andrew, you came in to Katy when? How long you been living here for?
Family moved here in 2015 because better school for Katy ISD for my son, older son. So he went to Katy High School.
And so he went to Katy High School?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cheers to you, man. Hey, so, you know, you've been here for 11 years. You own the dryer
It's a big deal.
and you own the land under Katy Beer Garden. What did you have a dream saying, I'm going to own a dryer? I'm going to
Bring this back to life.
Bring this back to life.
Yeah.
How did that come to you?
Actually, is by accident. I mean, I saw the dryer. We were at a birthday party at No Label, and I was just looking at that building. It's like, wow, that is so big and unique. You know, like I wonder what they do with it. That was probably like 2018 or something like that, 2 years before, and it just came on the market all of a sudden in 2020 during COVID, and on HAR out of all places, just a regular
I
listing.
can't believe that. And just
No way.
list the dryers on HAR.
How did you go to your wife and say that?
Listen, I'm going to buy these.
They're really big and they look really cool. Can we buy them?
You can.
Is that what
And
she
you
told
did.
you? Did she say you can?
No, I toured it, and it was very rough. It was been abandoned for a couple of decades. So, but we were thinking about putting food trucks around, and definitely had some issues with the land, why it was abandoned, and so I went back, went home, and kind of described the situation, and like, hey, this is going to be our maybe chance of a lifetime, or it'll be our stupidest thing that we ever done.
We're going to give a chance of a lifetime.
One of those, right? One of those different ends. And but she said, yeah, I think it's going to be chance of a lifetime. Let's go for it. So here we are. Yeah.
Did you know the rich history behind the dryer when you were looking to purchase?
Or you just thought it was cool?
Great question. I just thought it was like the coolest building in town. And it's got to be historical somehow, right? And but don't know anything. So I reached out to Katy Heritage Society, and they has helped all the great women, and mostly women, one couple guys. But yeah, they have helped every step of the way, like historical, what the people would appreciate, and what they think we should do with it, and things like that. Yeah.
So you said Katy Heritage?
Katy
Tell
Heritage
everybody
Society.
what Katy Heritage is.
Katy Heritage Society is one of the oldest nonprofit in Katy. We help protect historical properties. I was actually nominated a year after to be part of their board member.
Congratulations.
And I gladly accepted. And we are very pure to our mission. We take care of the houses at the Katy Heritage Park, those old houses. And we provide tours, we maintain the houses, and we also look after other things or provide advice or provide historical artifacts. We have collection of articles from Katy Times or Brookshire Times from way past. So we're a collector of many articles and historical things too.
And they do a lot of really cool events there. If you've never been, like especially around Christmas time, to me it feels like a Hallmark movie. You've stepped like into
It
a
is,
different
right.
era. It's really cool.
Christmas at the park is really cool
Yes.
during Christmas, yeah.
Yes. And Natalie, we've only been talking to him for a couple of minutes. This dude is not even from Katy, Texas, and he acts like he was born, raised,
Because he knows the history.
and he knows the history. And I'm assuming you fell in love with it.
I felt like didn't really belong. My ancestry come from China and moved to Indonesia, and then Indonesia we still did not feel like we belong, so we moved to the U.S. and didn't really have a community feel in any part of my life until we moved to Katy, and
Wow,
when we
I love
happened
that.
to be able to purchase the rice dryer, which kind of got us like immediately attached. Like now we're a custodian of it. Like that's it. You got to take care of this.
Big responsibility,
Big
yeah.
responsibility.
Tell everybody what you want to do with the rice dryers. Actually, start with what you've already done and what you've got going on there every
And what the
week.
dreams are for it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And tell us about Katy Beer Garden, how that all ties in, because I think people are a little bit confused. So tell us.
We kind of went step by step, and it's not all my idea. And so, like I said, one of the stupid things that we did was we bought it and thought that it was going to be a food truck park. So I even had the Food Truck Association president came and goes, "Nope, this is not a food truck place." And so we went, explore again for other people to see other things. One of the things that I saw was the possibility of just having all these rice dryer altogether, right? Next door being No Label Brewery being they've done so well. I thought, if they can do that well on their business, and we can probably provide what everybody's looking for, which is a variety of different drinks and cocktails at a higher level, what they provide in Houston, but with a Katy local hospitality, like more Texas, more local, more South, more of that, more warm, instead of the Heights. Nothing against the Heights, but but like that,
Yeah,
different, right?
yes.
So that's the inspiration behind Katy Beer Garden. And when my wife and I also was researching about bars, which we're not at all very familiar with, we know that the beer garden is the thing, the new thing to do, but we were surprised that all these bars actually have no garden, which is. We're like,
Interesting.
well, I don't
They're
know
all
what
called gardens.
Right, they're all gardens.
Yeah.
But so we thought, you know what? We're going to create a garden. We're going to make true to that word. So that's why we have a rather large area outdoor where we actually went all out to buy trees and plant them
it's
and things
beautiful.
It's
like that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And very kid-friendly, very open.
And no mosquitoes.
Well,
Because
we're
he
working
has
on that.
artificial
Yeah.
turf or artificial grass. And so you don't sit
It's
there and
less.
get bitten by mosquitoes
Sold.
while you're out there.
Sold.
A big TV.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
kids bringing footballs out there. So that's awesome.
And then that kind of ties in to the dryer area. And how I fell in love with you guys was all the farmers markets that you guys do back. And you kind of step out and you're transported into a whole different place. There's that train that kids can ride. Tell us about that piece.
The train actually was an idea from our architect. And again, Katy being such a train passionate local thing, and even the city's name is from MKT, as you guys know, right? So the architect said, wouldn't it be cool to have a train going around? And I was like, I've seen that at up north in the park, right? So we researched it, and we actually thought, you know what? I think we can build this. So that's where it came from. The farmers market is just a something that we wanted to do because the building is obviously agricultural in the past, and I see that the way that we're eating the food that we eat and how processed it is today is just not good. I hear cancer all the time, so we thought that let's make a difference. Let's bring a farmers market, but we want to try to push the more the vegetable, the produce, the eggs, the honey. Let's try to go back to the original farmers market. Less widgets, less trinket, and things like that. We have some, but we keep a good ratio, good balance.
You do. There's
Yeah.
meat there.
There's meat
Our
and-
Thomas
yeah.
Kettle and Catering
Yeah,
is
he's
there. Yep.
Our meat guy.
It's a true farmer's market. And again, the space is just really unique. And you look up into these huge, are they called silos? Rice, grain silo? What are they called?
I was just told to call them rice dryers. What do you call them?
We call them rice dryers,
Okay.
but they are silos.
Yes, I know my
Right.
thing. Yeah. It's a really cool thing to be in that space and stand in such rich history and know that there's people like you that have wanted to preserve that, but also, build something that kind of expands and stands the test of time too.
And Natalie, when I went to go visit Andrew and his wife, they had to paint these.
Wow.
Tell them how you got the gallons of paint up there.
Cody's Tree Service is a licensed and insured arborist company serving the Katy and surrounding areas for over 30 years. They offer residential and commercial tree care, including pruning, removal, stump grinding, and specialized services like oak wilt treatment and tree health assessments. They are known for their ISA-certified arborists, experience and services for both homeowners and HOAs, with a focus on professional, safe practices. Turquoise Acres Ranch is a family-owned event venue and petting farm in Katy, Texas. They offer indoor and outdoor spaces for various celebrations like birthday parties, weddings, and corporate events. They even have options for animal encounters. They have a pool and ATV rides. Their big barn offers air conditioning space for up to 88 guests, a larger outdoor area, and unique add-ons like cow cuddles and goat snuggles. Make sure you visit Turquoise Acres Ranch today.
Yeah, it's we don't have elevators, so we have rung ladders. So imagine going, your typical rung ladders, but except you go 170 feet up, and you have to repeat that about 300 something times.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't do it. I'm afraid of heights. But we fortunately found somebody by chance because we were selling steel that we have access of, and a steel worker just came over and said, "What are you guys doing with these?" So we were explaining it to him. He goes, "I'll be more than happy to do this and this because I got tired of what he was previously doing."
Yeah.
And so we made a deal, and because previously it was going to be at least twice more to paint, and we needed a guy that is capable and professional, be able to do this because he rappels down like 300 times.
Is he also the one that puts that big Christmas tree at the top? Who does that?
Yes, that's our crew and him, mainly because of his skill. And again,
which is so lovely and warming. I love seeing it.
Yeah.
I just, especially when you drive in on I-10, like you see that tree first a lot
beautiful.
of times. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
I love bringing the tradition back. Yeah.
Andrew, you're so good at it. And the dryers look even better now that they're painted white. It just is kind of bringing Old Town Katy, giving it the heartbeat that we've always had the heart, but here's the beat. And I think
that's a
you're
great way to put it.
Big part of that. No, it's you. And I don't know what a rice dryer is or how it works. And when I went to go visit, he told me everything about it and told me how it moved and told me. And I said, you know what, Andrew? Katy Elementary and all these elementaries in Katy should be able to come out to a museum and get a tour.
like a field trip.
A field trip. Have you ever thought about putting in a museum, man? That would be wonderful.
Is that part of your plan?
It's so
it should be.
cool.
We talk about it. It's very difficult, but because we actually want the museum to be right underneath the rice dryer in the basement area, where you can actually feel the space around you. But putting a museum in an original place is just very costly because then you have to do it right. You have to have the air conditioner, all the comfort that we have today.
Andrew, how do we help you do this? Do we get Katy ISD involved? Who do we involve to help us donate money to get this museum going?
We know some people,
if
but I'm sure he knows some people too.
Natalie, let's talk to our people. Look,
Okay,
if you know somebody or if you know people that can help Andrew bring a museum to Katy, Texas, another museum, which would be amazing for our kids, for the future.
And to encapsulate that history.
Dude,
right?
DM us or DM Andrew. I think that would be a fabulous idea. I had such a blast. And
so much do you have big dreams? I mean, you already have accomplished so much there. What are the dreams moving forward for these spaces in Katy?
Observation deck, to be able to go up there is one of our wish lists. A restaurant inside one of the rice dryer.
Wow.
We would love to have that.
That's so cool.
We would like to be able to use the spaces safely and to be able to have people inside to be able to enjoy the building, not just from the outside.
So tell everybody what you used to do as a teenager. I think you told me between the ages of 17 and on, because you're a developer and you see lots of visions, you flip a lot of things. And if you've never been to the beer garden or the dryer, he did it all. He's amazing. What did you do when you were young? With all this knowledge, what'd you do?
I work a lot. Probably too much. Pretty boring guy. I work a lot. I do 2 developments. Well, I do software development during the day, and but just recently, for the past 20 years, I've been able to just also call myself, I guess, real estate developer.
Nice.
I used to flip houses right out of high school. And before then, it wasn't called flipping houses. It was just buying foreclosure houses, and we remodel and we sell. So that's how we started, and eventually we just gravitated to commercial. And
that actually makes such sense. Now that I know that background, how it's led into this, you basically flipped Katy, Texas.
Isn't that cool?
That.
Yeah.
And he's got an Andrew Jr. Dude, I love your son. It's like little Andrew running around. He's so cool. Every time I've been there more than a couple times, and that kid is working hard and believes in his dad. Congratulations on your son. He is amazing. He's got a wonderful talent. I see him painting, then I see him with a saw, and I see him with all different types of tools every time I go. So you've got a beautiful family.
Thank you.
So with the dryer, what would you love to see? I would say like 6 or 7 years from now.
That's a long time, actually. One of the difficult part about this project is that I can't go too fast, because not having the experience to have done it, and each one of these tourist destinations is unique. You have to kind of take a pause and then look at what you have done, and then see what matches next. We do know that, like I said, the restaurant, the museum, we'll have a 3-story building coming up after we've finish the outdoor area, and that's going to have the food court or food hall at the first floor, co-working office on the second floor, and then the very nice event places on the third floor. And it's going to be very exquisite, like this studio, have different rooms with different themes. Imagine an event space on the third floor like that, for about 50 to 100 people at a time.
To do like meetings.
Katy Mom's Night Out.
Yeah,
Katy Mom's Night Out. What is it? School board, running for school board.
Galas,
Galas.
All kinds of things, yes. And the second floor is co-working, so small offices, meeting rooms, equipped with things already that's ready to go. Like, this is a great concept. And I think that's to fill the venue during the day, because we don't have good use of it during the weekday. Why not have good use so people can also enjoy the venue?
Absolutely.
I like, though, that you mentioned that, having that respectful, like, go slow mentality. Has the Katy community, been open arms with you guys and welcoming to these advancements because you're being so, thoughtful in preserving the rich history?
Absolutely. I think the community has been very receptive. I always go with one concept, even though sometimes we want to go fast. I tell my son that no matter what people say, what people do, and etc., we just do one thing. We do what is right for the building and what the community would like us to do, right? As long as we stick to those rules, we've been doing pretty good.
Let's serve the community.
And it's got such a great reputation. People are so excited that we have, because Old Katy is so special. You know this. Like, it's its own thing. And to have something so important in that space is really special. And from what we hear, people love it. And we just can't wait to continue to watch it grow.
And Natalie, when he bought it, it was like Jurassic Park. Was it not?
It was, yes.
Do you have before photos that we can share on our?
We do have before photos. I saw it. Seriously, I think there was T-Rex out there. He was going to get me.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure.
They had to chop through all of that. They are very hardworking.
And how long of a process was it from then till now? How many years was
from
that?
From the time that you bought it to today? How many years has it been?
It's been 5.5 years.
Wow, that's and how cool that your son has gotten to watch and sort of have that entrepreneur spirit too. And just like, I'll pick up a hammer, but I'll also go paint and see. There's nothing like the hard work of entrepreneurs. And to have you right here in Katy, and not just, Houston's great, but to have it here is really special. But I want to see those before photos.
Absolutely. You got to put your hard hat on, girl.
I will.
We'll go get a Jeep.
Okay.
We'll go comb through those pictures.
No, it was really like that. I mean, it was rough. Yeah.
That's amazing, though.
But you stuck to it, and here you are today, still helping Katy grow and help the community. Andrew, I want to tell you thank you so much for coming on with us.
And for doing what you do in the community, truly.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
No. We want to have you on again because we want to see this place grow. Thank you. Natalie?
It's that time, Brooke. What are we going to do to close out the show?
We're going to close our eyes.
And we're going to tap our heels
3 times because there's no place like ChatKTX.